What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this video, y'all, yeah, I said it right. What's what, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this YouTube video, y'all, I will be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2 finale. Okay, review. Okay, that's it. Shout out to my YouTube fam. If you're not part of YouTube fan, don't forget to like and, don't subscribe, like, and share this video. And like I said, thank you for all the birthday wishes to my dad. He's 80 years young. And if y'all get a chance, I'll probably upload around time the other video where where I was talking about this, not to say situation, but basically moving on, moving forward, and being blessed and cherishing life, whatever. And the reason that was important because it was also talking about X and his birthday was actually, he would have been, his birthday, I think, because I'm 35, he's 5 years old, he would have actually been 40 today. Wow. But anyway, rest in peace. But like I said, y'all, let's get into this bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I want to file my nails, write a book, read a book, and both at the same damn time. I'm ready. I'm actually ready for Love and Hip Hop New York, the original one. Yeah. First of all, I have a couple questions. I know that Hazel supposedly left the show, but when I seen on Shade Room on Instagram, there's a difference of forgiving, ask forgiveness even for your enemies and for what you do, but that don't mean you have to sit there and have a frappuccino at Starbucks and shit with somebody who supposedly has threw alcohol in your face, and now y'all, whatever. Like, was this shit planned? Was y'all, do some scripts, whatever? Like, is y'all that thirsty? Are we Niagara Falls, desert? We see mirages and shit for some attention. I mean, I'm like, this is if y'all gonna act, y'all better act like y'all are trying to get that whatever Emmy. Well, who was that chick, that lady that it took her 20-something years before she got him? Y'all better act y'all asses off or whatever, But I know it's Hollywood and maybe that's why we have this acting, but it's like, where is the reality? Where is the music? And I like to say this, the only one who has seemed like musically had been the most successful wasn't even really on the fucking show. That's Omarion. I'm sorry. Ray J had a fucking single with Lil Wayne, and we only seen the video shoot. I said video shit, but fuck it. Probably I meant to say that. Of him and what I was about to call her, Paris. Oh god. So no, I heard of somebody's name Paris. I'm not trying to bring about the horrible terrorists about to Paris. But what I mean is when him and Princess Love broke up for the 57th time and shit. Where'd that go? And Lil Fizz, not like I said, it is so much bullshit. I'm gonna do the best. We're gonna work the best. Hazel didn't have no update. It was somebody. No, it was nobody else. You noticed that also too. Nikki didn't have her fake ass update, even though she's in the fucking damn credits. I guess the update was, people were practicing how to throw water out of glasses or whatever out of convenience, because it was nothing that pertained to her either. And I'm like, she's a main cast member. Nia, Soldier Boy, damn, them motherfuckers got. It was like, how is half the fucking cast not in the bootleg ass updates? That doesn't make any fucking damn sense, okay? I didn't hear soldier or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? And even Amara and April were not technically in the update. They get an inspirational show and stuff. Like Chariots of Fire or some shit. We usually have that type of music, and they supposed to get update usually of the cast members that are usually titled, and in the title credits. And the second people are not in title credits, but they're consistently like on and off the majority or episodes. And I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Why is it being called Love and Hip Hop when it ain't got shit to do with the music? I'm so sick. I know I keep repeating this, but it's like, keep saying people are still fucking. Let me pretend like I go in the studio. I got my cup of water. Let's pretend this motherfucking microphone and shit. And let me just start out of tune into the big shit. I'm sorry, y'all. This is actually water. I didn't drink no liquor, none of that. We drink liquor like that. I'm just like, why? Why must they do this to us? Let's close the book of this bullshit. We got 2 weeks of reunion, and I forgot. Shout out to, I wanted to point out, I saw a lovely picture. Eva Ross, my YouTube cousin here, Natural Pole sister. She doing her thing, won a competition, and it was a picture on Facebook where her and Stephanie McNeil, another YouTube cousin, she doesn't do videos, but she's supporter of a lot of YouTubers who do videos. And it was Shamar Washington. I don't know, that makeup on him makes him look like an Egyptian king. Reminds me of King Tut, and stuff. I think he has my, but I just thought about, he looks like an Egyptian king, like they can use. And man, still, I know this is all the place. And Justin J, that was an awesome picture. But anyway, y'all, let's get into this. Let's get in Miles Leon situation. Leon Miles, he's at the barbecue cookout, his family, and it's no. First he goes with his friends, and this is how you can really tell this obviously was a true situation, but way earlier than what the hell had happened. He's with his boys playing pool, and he was like, guys, I had to tell you, because supposedly they found out from somebody else. Now, he didn't say who somebody else was, but unless Amber has tweeted everybody directly and DM'd them or whatever, they found out supposedly too, right? Am I correct? Then on top of that, they all three deduced like this, because he was worried about coming out of them because they're music rappers, producers, and they basically like music. We already knew he was. I at least thought you were metrosexual, woo woo woo, whatever, and they're all cool, whatever, right? They just don't want to go double dates, whatever. Woo woo. We're brothers, we're happy, and we're singing, and we're colored. That's pretty much what the... I'm just like, this is so fucking fake. It's not fake that he has come out to these people, but you could tell this has happened way before then, maybe like 2009 or earlier. That's what I feel like. And even when he's seen his mom, his sisters had better, responses, because when he told his mom, and because his mom found out, she was just like, baby, I love you. I don't care if you put Darkwing Duck costume on. I'm still gonna love you, baby. You're my baby. And that's okay. I love you, sweetheart. And then Million comes there, and they sit with him, and they're just like, okay, what do you strive to be, young man? Okay. So what is your ambitions in life besides, being a stripper? And because they seen some of the photos. Now, Mill kind of like, okay, I see a certain way, whatever. But he's thinking like they're saying something, or they have an inner hate towards him. Because he brought up, even after seeing him, even though supposedly they're like, I love you. My brother likes it, I love it, just don't fuck up, whatever. You part of my family, respect Mother Day, holidays. But did you notice, like, he felt some type of way because they brought it up? But that would be nice, because allegedly, ain't you got a sex tape out? Oh, that's why I put big ad words. Allegedly, isn't there a sex tape out of him as well? They said stripper. They didn't say porn star or nothing, whatever. You're fucking for a buck or whatever. They didn't say something like that. But he was thinking it's a double standard that they would say that. Who's to say? Because, Miles says he's bisexual, right? So, how do you know, unless you've been there, or if they have told you, you've been there as a witness, that he had dated a girl, or someone a girl that showed their body, or did, show expose, or some sexual, show their body, whatever, and, how do you know they wouldn't question her? If, what I'm saying, he decides to date any more women, whatever, how do you know they ever question, any women wouldn't do that? You think they question you because you're a man? I'm confused here. I'm confused, because that's the way he was saying is, they only question him, or whatever about that, and it was like, but he said he understand. And basically says like this, we care about him, we care about Miles, blah blah blah. Especially like, when you part of this family, now we go here give the hug. And basically, they weren't assholes to him. And they just had their concerns, but they weren't sitting here. They weren't sitting here and basically like, how dare you, and blah blah blah. You should be ashamed of sexual. It was nothing around that had anything to do with his sexuality or blah blah blah. It was just like, they came to him like, okay, we're just concerned about our family member, our close loved one, and who he's dating, to make sure if he's happy, we're happy, and y'all gonna be all right. So later we see Miles, Mill in the studio, and unfortunately, it's an auto-tune song that wasn't even featured, I don't think, in this episode, and he is got a final touch. And I was just like, the auto-tune is just. Zap is probably rolling in his grave. I'm like, is this what Computer Love has went to? No. Okay. Not even count for, I'm just saying, like, no. Okay. But anyways, he's talking to his manager, and now he can focus on music. He's happy that Miles was able to come out. Maybe he can help other people who in a position come out. He actually has a backstory that his younger brother he came out when he was 14 years old, the first person to his little brother. And I think also he mentioned it with the meeting with Miles' family, that he has came out and actually his dad kind of knew, but the hardest thing, I think it was more harder for him to be in touch with his mom, explain to her than it was with him, because he said his family is in Chicago, they know, but Miles has never met his family yet, but what we gather. But he basically, his little brother was like, well, why you don't want to play with me? Why you don't want to play my G.O. Joes or whatever? And he explained because he was gay. And his brother was like, oh, okay, you can still play with me though. And unfortunately, God rest his soul, Miller's brother had passed away, I think he said 4 years later. And he made it his decision, to live out his truth and live off his life, whatever. And, that is sad that the young man had passed away. So condolences to his family. And, that's what he was saying, man. Then he was talking about when he first said he met Miles' family. The first thing, again, he brought up was them with the photos and stuff like that. And, then I think his manager or him had brought up talking about, like, well, maybe it was just because, their ass looked better than his. He was probably like, yeah, I know whatever, but it's a double set. And I'm thinking, like, no, I think they were concerned because you were dating him. If it was a problem, like I said, based on he's thinking, because I just took it like it's almost like in the way he was thinking because he was a dude, that's why he was being questioned. But how do you know they okay, if a girl, had, booty butt cheeks out busting it open, and you can see just as much or more when the gynecologist is able to see. I'm just saying, we don't, what I'm saying, I don't, I'm just saying, we don't. So he's going to focus more on his music. And that's that. We see that final scene that him and Miles are just hugging, they're working. He happy the place where it's now that him and Miles are comfortable and they're going about this. Miles, I don't know what he's talking about his music. They focus on music, but even though they're not known for music and they're not together anymore and blah, 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 whatever. So we'll see what happens with the reunion, whatever. Is Moniece and Nikki cool and made up too? We'll save that for. They ain't talking about Will and his wife. I don't know if she's still on the poll, whatever, based on that, and Will Levy's coming out with a mixtape or whatever. Omarion and April. Omarion is on tour. They were only there for like 2 minutes, literally, I think, in the whole duration of this filming. Hazel like got her shit and go. Tia Marie was only in the final credits, whatever. I just want to get her out the way. She's got a new change, she got a new life, she's on her way, she's gonna get herself together. Woohoo, we gonna make it after all. Is what we got from her. Next, we've noticed, did she say anything about any more music? Did we get any more music? Did we get more acting? Okay. But good for her that she feels confident and she's going on. Whatever. Hazel? Okay, whatever. I bet you would have been probably the final thing. After what I've been through with all my friends and Young Berg and I wish she would have had a band-aid on her nose. I don't know. But anyway, so she sat there, and we got Elmara and April, and they're on tour, and she's happy that Omarion's finally doing it, but she feels like, when she's going to get her, be able to focus on, what she's trying to pursue as a musician. I don't know if that means, like, she plays both instruments and sings. I don't know if she plays a recorder. I don't know if she records. I don't know if she produces. I don't know, because that could be varies where you at least playing an instrument and or can sing or whatever, okay? She might throw down on the harp. We don't fucking know. But anyway, that'll be ill because we had a hip hop violence. What was her name? And that'll be ill. Somebody was able to like do a harp to hip with this rap music. Can you imagine Jumpman on a harp? I don't know why I just thought about that. I'm sorry. I'm just getting into my head. Anyways. Shoot, I honestly been listening to Kendrick Lamar These Walls song quite a bit on repeat, but go figure. But not say go figure, but you know why. I need to listen to that album tonight. But anyway, so I went ahead and also had to try to question, like I said, most of these people I think only came back. I'm just analyzing. I went ahead and analyzed, like, a lot of people came there because you want this check or you want this extra thing where I put, check out my album. You had to come back as part of the contract, at least in the last episode, or at least say 2 words. So, like I said, they're in the bus afterwards, and she's holding his mouth, and she's just like, she's happy for him, but what about me? That's what is focused on them. And Amari's like, come on, let's stop. On command, they stop, and right in front where he stops, he obviously was looking on cue, and in the window, looking out the window, And then they go in the studio, Life and Learn studio, and he said, "Come on, let's work." Because she was talking about she may think it may take up to 5 years for her as far as getting herself together because she gotta get everything tight. And then I'm thinking, well, it might be exactly 5 years because y'all about to have another blessing away because she is pregnant with their second child, which is going to be a little girl. Okay, so God bless y'all for a healthy baby. And did y'all see that video, like, what, last month where Marion with his little son was, dancing and stuff? Ah, it was just too cute. He was getting it, wasn't he? Getting them baby steps in. But anyway, so they're happy. And I'm like, well, I wonder if they end up conceiving their second child. Okay, never mind. I'm just wondering. They were in the studio. But, now, like I said, she got to wait to tighten up some stuff for real. She had to have another baby. But, congrats to them. I'm feeling Mario's new single. And so I haven't listened to his last mixtape. I'm surprised why did it advertise that as well also, not just a single, but he does have a mixtape out. What is it, the Care Package 3? And who else? Mario, blah blah blah. Let's go to the Nicki Monique situation. No, and then the Randy. No. Let's get the Princess and Ray J situation in, right? Princess arrived. Ray J wants to prove his love by buying a house. And Princess is like, what are you doing? This is a house for us, baby. And she's just like, well, but, I don't know, but I don't know, whatever. And he's basically like, because it's 3 years in, he basically don't think it's worth starting over. Ray J, like I said, by her Justice Day, other people, which is true. There are some people who don't like being alone, but they don't want to be committed neither. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. They want a person there, but they don't want to be there. They want open close. And usually they want the other person 9 times 10 to be open close. I want to be on the close side, and they keep their options open. Not all the time, but I'm just saying. So she don't know, but she was like this. Okay, if this house is for me, I'm getting sick of everything, but make sure it's in my name. That way she can put his ass out. So just in case if he throws and put in a position, if there's a pool back there and he pushes her in the pool, she'd be like, you get the fuck on. And because remember last season, not only did she was supposed to be thrown out, but he gave her a homemade, dip cleansing in the pool. And I mean, damn. So she could put him on a. So I don't know. He said he was in a prostitute with him. We don't know for sure. But she ended up like, well, he's trying in, because we already know that she took him back. In the last episode, he had all these candles, all near the stairway, whatever. And I'm just like, let this happen. We just hearing CeeLo song. I forgot what it was. Music of the Soul, something coming on, right? And at the end, I was kind of concerned because she had a nice, lovely dress from pack. How it drags a little bit past the ankles, some nightgown, dress thing, whatever. And I'm like, hopefully it don't go near them candles. Okay, because, he got the candles on the floor, and then, you got the dress, and I was a little concerned, like, she make you think it cute, and then, part of the dress, whatever, just, flows a little bit past one of the vanilla candles at the end, whatever. I'm just saying, safety first. But I guess it didn't happen. So, at the end, he's like, he's ready. She's like, she love him after all the things in the apartment, or whatever. We already knew she gonna take him back. But I love this man. He's really trying. And then that's when we show a box. And it must have been the engagement. Because he said he wanted to give something really special. I'm really to work it out. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Ray J. Whatever. Because he said his business is booming. Even though we didn't see. Was there anything that pertained to anybody's business that Ray J was doing? Besides his song, and something about his music. And I was confused. Because what music? Is he coming out in a mixtape? Where we going here? It's just like his the first season. What happened? Are they gonna do a version where all the dudes all come? Ray J, Soulja Boy, and Marion and Fizz. Do a collaboration song. I mean, because they all in the music game somehow. Is they gonna make a Christmas duet? What we gonna do? I know duets like 2 people. I'm just saying, it gonna be each other's mixtapes. I don't know, but still, ain't nothing to do with damn music. Like, okay, whatever. Fine with you. But Princess didn't say anything about is she gonna sew some more or pretend to stitch some more swimsuits or make some more. I don't know what the hell it is. But what about her line? It was all about Ray J again. I mean, love support, but it's like she just mentioned nothing about it. It's like you went from cussing somebody out of fashion event and stuff like that, and then at the same time, what about you said you're going to form a brand your own self and step out on your own. And, it seemed like it was one less week later, she back with Ray J. Okay, whatever. And then, so they happy together, happy, happy, joy, joy, okay? Now, here's the last part. Now, Nikki, remember in the last episode was saying, like, she wasn't care, which Ray J wrong person. Fizz shouldn't have not said nothing to her in the first place about what Moniece said. Even though, like I said, Moniece, if she was really serious and if she was going that note, she should have went as far as being on some rebound stuff with Rich if she still wasn't unsure or whatever, or felt like because she was invited to do 2 seconds by doing this and just promoting some lotion or whatever, whatever. That's it. So, anyways, Nikki goes and sees Rich. Now, so she went from, she wasn't, she's just like, okay, whatever. And remember, she was acting like she wanted Fizz, are you sure you don't want to go back to that? And he's just like, no, I don't. But at the same time, now all of a sudden, this episode, now she felt offended or stopped and thought about it. Now all of a sudden she want to tell Rich or whatever that this has been his boys doing, and also he's still trying to get a face for his liquor. And I first thought seeing from the other Love and Hip Hop was supposed to be your face, but maybe he's trying to get a different one, or since she left the show, I don't know what's going on. I noticed that. She sees him, then she sits here, and then she talks about, like, Moniece says she's still in love with Fizz and blah, blah, blah. Now, just prior to this, here she's talking to Rich, and Rich does honestly say in the confessionals that he's serious and wants to take the next level. But the way she's talking about, the stuff she's talking about seem like he should be discussing with somebody he knows out there if he's trying to look for ring shopping or, whatever. Because she's talking about, I want this ring, and he wants this ring. And it's kind of like, okay, the proposal usually is good when it's a surprise in some way. Even if y'all just sitting at home and watching Netflix. Usually it's better if the person surprises you who's going to propose you, with it, because she's talking about, certain rings that she wants, and it's kind of like she's trying to force him, like, I want a ring now, and they haven't been even get at least a year or more or whatever, right? And she's like, I want a ring right now. And also because she admits, like, since she realized shoulda, what could have been, it ain't gonna happen with Fizz, now she want to work on Rich. And I'm thinking, like, if Fizz was going to, dive, head in and deep diving in a kiddie pool with that situation, was she going to, like, be like, Rich, I'm gonna work out my baby daddy again? Because now she want to be not only with Rich, she wants to go to the next level and done with him. But now, like I said, she like, you gonna propose to me and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, what? Like, that's not even a surprise. Let this Negro get a ring on his own and then surprise you. Y'all go reach shopping and you go get his. Is that how it works, y'all? I mean, to each his own. Is that how it works? Because it sounded like it was pressure. It was pressure. Like, you want some of this anymore? It was pressure. I mean, and because I think she asked how was the talk between him and Fizz, and he said it went very well and stuff like that. He actually, likes Fizz, like he like dap with Fizz. But anyway, like I say, Nikki basically says, like, she's still in love. I went to his photo shoot, and it turns out Rich didn't even know Moniece was even doing the photo shoot, okay? And then all of a sudden, he's like, huh? He was kind of, Nikki thought it was a little weird, but it wasn't that bad. Even though Rich already had that question mark on his head. One of those S-curls was starting to question, starting to form into a question mark. And then all of a sudden, then she drops the bomb, so that she basically said that Fizz told her whatever, that she was still in love with Fizz and whatever. And of course Rich is like, what type of bullshit is I came to the other side, stop being a creep and all this other bullshit just to be serious with you, and you telling me basically, he didn't say this, I'm paraphrasing, that he basically saying, like, it's like some rebound type of bullshit, which is technically based on what I figured it is, like, trying to like say that. So she's up here singing in the studio, and Rich comes to see her, right? And then she like, and how she was talking about how she figures herself as wifey material. And it's kind of like, really, most of the time you don't have to say that. People figure it out. But when she's talking about her reasoning on top of that, she like, am I beautiful? Is my lips good during when you and I'm serving? And y'all figured out what I mean by that. Am I the best thing ever? Can I bounced out on it while performing a split? I mean, I can just do it all. Aren't I wifey material? Don't you love this face? Don't you love all of me? And, you know, Rich decided to tell her what he was saying. He realized, like, you know what, basically all this time, you with me, you want to be with that nigga, go get that, have that nigga to have the ring. Because he was just mad, and he was just sick and tired, and he let her know, like, Nikki, how he found out through it. And he was just like, you know what, basically, fuck this, and walks off, okay, and drops the mic. And Moniece, in a way, which, like I said, the chances she was taking anyway saying this, because she said it on national TV. So eventually, it would have been laid probably a couple more months. Maybe she was hopefully, maybe, you know, at the time, she didn't think forward, but at the same time, even if Nick didn't tell this, unfortunately, because you said this on national TV, maybe she thought she was going to get married before this, if this was going to happen. But, because then they reconciled for a second, supposedly she was engaged, but she just said text and didn't show the ring, and then all of a sudden, he with his new boo. So I don't know if she just said to be a smart ass or whatever was going on with that. I don't know. All we know is she got mad and she figured like the blame was supposed to be on Nikki. And to a certain point, I would be mad, but at the same time, you also took the chances by saying this and on national TV. So that's the chance she took. But it was wrong for her. Nikki did need to be checked to a certain extent because it's like, why are you saying this? But she's also, Fish, she'd be mad about, you know, she got to throw hands, but it's kind of like almost in a way she's putting all the blame somewhat, or I felt majority of the blame on Nikki as if that was the reason why it happened. She goes to the event, and, you know, we got the Good Lotion playing, people there, and you got Nikki there, of course. You got Max B and Little B, Max B together. And, I mean, that's a combination of Max and Little B, you know, it's a couple. I just call them that. And then she comes there, and then the video comes on, and she's not the only person in the video. We can see Kevin Girl look like she's coming out of, you know, the bathtub or something in the water. And he threw lotion. He was probably like, and then she comes up to Nikki, and Fizz is right next to her, and she's just like, you know, enough. Hi, how you doing, Nikki? Enough of this or whatever. And she basically's like, you know what? She basically letting Nikki know. Sorry, y'all, I do that because it cuts off exactly at 27 minutes, so I didn't want to be talking and ain't recording nothing. But make a long story short, she basically know, like, you the one said this, you're the reason why I ain't got no ring, because in her head, she like, Nikki, no ring, ego, no ring, or whatever. So, she basically is like, whatever, and then here come part of Max B has turned and separated from Little B, and Little B basically like, anybody in the confessionals better not come, because if they gonna hurt my Nikki, and my family, and my because I'm little, does not mean that I... Why? Okay. But anyway, so she's on the side. Of course, got bodyguards. Somebody threw drink because Fizz is trying to like break it up, and then he on the side. We're making sure we got security everywhere, so nothing was gonna happen. We did see, excuse me, y'all, Moniece try to reach out and touch some of Nikki's hair, or as she called Botox Barbie. And I think try to reach her, couldn't grab her. It's like it's so much the same thing. We knew nothing was going to happen. Basically, they get Moniece on one side, talk shit. We got Little B, and they get her out of there. And then, you know, Nikki's like, what? Come in here. What? It doesn't matter. And, you know, I think Moniece tripped a couple times, but there was no contact. She didn't get no strain. At least even when Nydia and even the other girl, at least somebody had some contact. But it wasn't going to be about nothing. You know, of course, a glass of water was thrown. I think Moniece threw it. Or it didn't matter because the only one that got some kind of contact or got affected by it was Fizz, got some water poured on him, poured or some liquor or whatever on him. And that was that. And basically he's trying to tell Moniece to calm down. When he walked off, he was just like, man, because of this event, you ruined it, whatever. And because, even Nikki, before they got into this, before the security came in, nothing's happened. You're talking about what, whatever. But like I said, it wasn't enough for them because nobody, Moniece wasn't able to get her. She, they made sure they had extra security because it must have been, girl, last year with Mandy with a lawsuit or whatever. Because you noticed that, we didn't get, Moniece to get a chance to get her like she got Amanda or nothing like that. So there was no contact. So it wasn't worth even watching. But she ended up, sitting here and like I said, no, not sitting there, but Fizz think like she had ruined his event, and kind of it was like not working with us, but she figured Nikki was going to be there, so she was going to confront her on that thing. And Moniece does not care. She doesn't care as an event, a baptism, or even a funeral. So like someone going to labor, she feels she's going to come after you. She's going to come after you, and that's the point. Okay. So basically got tied up and, you know, but she, but because even Nikki, I think, wasn't Nikki also telling before they got into the security came in, before the so-called fight we thought was going to happen, we knew damn well was going to happen, that she was like, well, even though this information, because Moniece was also had a problem with, you weren't even there, so you're basically twisting my words around. Nick is saying like, well, your man was the one said this, woo woo woo, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever bullshit, whatever, right? I mean, not your man, your baby daddy, whatever, and how she felt some type of, you know, it got to the point, like I said, I tuned out the fuckery that was on there because we knew some shit. Not to say I feel violence is needed, because it wasn't. And it's something in the way Moniece could have like prevented herself. But anyways, they got some woo 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 at the end. And then Moniece left, but Fizz, she was saying this. He was like, just think about making sure that you be there for your son. Moniece is like, I call and speak to him 7 days a week. Don't go there. And walked out the vent. And Nikki was still saying something. I think she was. But like I said, it really doesn't worth even talk about because nothing happened. It's a shame on what you say, bitch, or whatever. But come over here. What? Water thrown, liquor, spill. There you go. Security, carry you all around, blah, blah. What, bitch? Wait. We're going to pretend this is security hands up. What? Come and get me. What? Or, here's security. We're going to pretend this cup is, but the person's still talking shit. Or if they can't get to the person, nowadays, this is usually what happens. Here's security in front. What? Come get me. Come get me. Come get me. And there you have it. So anyway, after that, they had towards the end, like, we got Cameron and Fizz. And Fizz is just like, he hated how the vent going, but he said everything's going well. And Moniece, even though she be on some other shit on the bullshit, like, he still is like, she has been stepping his good mouth, so you can't take away from her. And you just see him and this cute little boy up there in hoverboards and stuff. I'm like, oh, those things must be safe. I'm just afraid. I mean, I don't know how those things work, and I don't think my ass need to be eat on one. But I'm just saying, they becoming real popular. Ain't them things like these $500 or something? Can somebody tell me, does anybody own a hoverboard? Anybody? How they do? What's the advantage? What it does? Because it moves, and it's like, how does it know where you're supposed to move? You know what I'm saying? Okay, never mind. I was thinking about it because it's almost like it automatically moves, and it knows where you want to turn. You have to turn your hands a certain way. Do you do this, this? If you want to go to right, what if you want to go backwards? Because I always see them go forward. Can it go backwards? Yeah, I think I should spin around, but how do you do it? I'm just kind of wondering, how do you have to do something in order for it to turn? That I'm just intrigued by that a little bit. But anyways, Moniece, like I said, even though she's heartbroken and doesn't have her man in the ring, she cannot take her soul. I mean, her talent, her soul, you know, and her love for music or something like that, whatever. The end. And I think that's about it. We'll see reunion next week. Y'all have a nice weekend. And I definitely see y'all in the next video and the reunion. But let me go ahead and watch something like I like to enjoy, like Chicago, Black Ink Chicago. Hopefully this weekend ain't talking about Donna, Charmaine, and Ashley Triangle. I mean, nah. No. Okay. Like I said, they have some ill-ass tatted cat last week. I know I'm going, but I'm just saying. And we'll get ready for reunion, y'all. Y'all have a nice weekend. I love y'all. God bless, and y'all have a happy Thanksgiving or a happy Thanksgiving, whatever y'all prefer, or just have a happy week period. Y'all stay safe. Y'all sick. I hope you get over your illness and take some chicken noodle soup. Okay, anyway, y'all take care.